Hi everybody, it's Twyla's mom, Lisa, and I'm going to show you today what I found on Saturday, May 29th. Yeah? Yeah, May 29th at some sales here in my little town. First place we went to was a church that was hosting a swap meet, and in their parking lot you could rent a booth and bring all your stuff to sell if you chose to. So we went up there to see what they had, and um, what you did was you rented a booth, and that's what you did. Oh, these things aren't part of that. Let me move this out of the way here. And then we also went to a rummage sale that another church was having to raise money for their local meal program, where they will serve a couple of days a week, serve a free meal to anyone who is in need of that. I've got my coffee here. I'm going to take a little sip before we get started. And it's hot because I just poured it. Oh, these are part of the rummage sale too. So anyway, at one of the booths, I thought this was quite interesting. These were only a quarter, and they're brand new, but they're called hand towel tins. Very vintagey. I want to say 70s, maybe 80s. And they're by Potpourri Press. And they were only a quarter. I picked up 4 of them. Well, when I read hand towel, I was thinking, cloth hand towels, the type you put in your bathroom. But no, these are like paper. They're paper. They're dinner napkins, hand towels. And I just thought, and their facial quality too, 3-ply. But I thought these were so neat. And they still, 3 of them still had their packaging on them. So yeah, I picked up 4 of them. She had 6, but the other 2, I don't know, their tins were kind of scratched and stuff. So I just thought those were so cool. I really, really did. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. Maybe give them to somebody or whatever. And she also had this cute Campbell Soup hot air balloon Christmas ornament. My husband has a flea market booth that he puts things like this in, and we make a couple of bucks a month, but we are always trying to find different things for it. I paid 50 cents for this, and we'll probably pop it in that flea market booth and get, I don't know, $2 or $3, but just something different. And also she had this Campbell Soup one that looks like the can. And it's the collector's edition, and we paid 50 cents for it. Now I'll have to fix the container a little bit, but we will just pop that in the booth as well. Another one of the little vendors that were out there, he had his teenage daughter there. She's probably about 13, and she was selling a few of her things, and she had this whole thing here for $1. All these little beads in here. So I had to get it. Plus the container is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat container there with the 2 dividers. And she also had this one. These were $1 a piece, and this one is just chock full of beads. Look at all those beads. Yeah, even a few marbles in there. So yeah, I found those from another vendor. And then another vendor I went to, I was looking at these boxes of ribbon, or at this box of ribbon, and I asked a lady that was there, I said, how much do you want for your ribbon? I figured they'd individual. Well, she kind of yells over her shoulder, Annette! Annette! Well, another older lady was sitting in the lawn chair having a conversation. And she yells over her shoulder, what? And they weren't nice to each other. But anyway, she goes, the first lady, she says, how much you want for this ribbon? And then the other lady goes, $1. And they're really kind of yelling, and they're only like maybe 5 feet from each other. had to have been relatives or something because they were talking to each other just like that. So I paid $1 for all this vintage ribbon. And this one really impressed me. It says, I love you. Don't it look like the heart from the I Love Lucy TV show? I think it does. And it's got tons of it still left on there. I think that is so cool. I love this ribbon. I really, really do. And then this ribbon here, I think this is more, it's never been used. Oh no, it has been used. This is more for Christmas packages because it's that paper type one. But I liked it. I liked it. It's got the blue with white Christmas on it, Christmas trees. And then this one here with the snowmen. But yeah. Oh, and this one here has never been used. It's a cloth one, and it's got strawberries on it. And like this one here with these purple flowers, and it's cloth. It's not really a ribbon type thing. But I thought that was really cool, and I only paid $1 for this whole box. So, oh, and some velveteen kind. Yep, I liked it. And that's why I found out the swap meet stuff. Now my husband found more, but he's already taken his treasures and ran. So then we were coming home because we needed to pick up my daughter to go get her car that we bought her. And she was in the shower when we went to these things. But my husband said, okay, and I saw this at the other church. And they generally have pretty good rummage sales. I had to get some more coffee. Because usually it is a fundraiser that they're having at this church. So it's like, oh, we got to stop there. He goes, all right, but this is the last one because we got to get going. We got to get to that car. So we stopped in there, and that's when we found out that they were having this sell for, to raise money for the food that they prepare for the 2 dinners a night that they make for the people in need. But she handed me a bag, and she said, clothes and shoes are $1 a bag. Well, I didn't really go through the clothes and shoes. They had tons of clothes and shoes, and I didn't have time for all that. So I just put other things in the bag. Well, then when we get up there, I said, okay, how much would you like for these? They're not clothes and shoes. And she looked in the bag, and she goes, oh, give me $1.50. Well, my husband said, well, here's a 5. Just take the 5. And she's like, oh, thank you, thank you. And so, yeah, we did it. We, gave her a 5 for all this. So I found this really nice coffee cup there. It's got all the different kinds of Santas on it. And it's by Lang and Wise. I'm a big coffee drinker, and it's dirty. You need to wash it. But I'll wash it anyway because this will be put in my Christmas stuff, and it's stored away until Christmas time. But look, there's a little teddy right there. Yep, I got this because I liked it. And it hasn't been used. It's just been stored up somewhere to where it got all dirty. All right, now, I do have a cassette player, but I bought these for the boxes. I got a brand new one, a Christmas one. I will probably save this tape. This, I don't know who that is. And, yeah. And the Pink Floyd, yeah. I don't know. I might save this one. I might save this one here. Because I like Pink Floyd. But anyway, I got these for, because I make shaker boxes to send out to people sometimes. Now, I'll have to show you those one day because I haven't sent one out to anybody yet, but anyway. And then I found this little bag of just goodies. Like here's 2 Easter pins, a duck and a bunny. I found this heart-shaped little, whatever you call it. Yeah, little tray or whatever. It's made of glass. I got this in this bag. I got this Christmas bracelet. I'll probably cut the little charms off and the beads, to do something else with it. And then these pins. Yeah, found all these pins. Like here's a shoe. And here's a Santa Claus head. Here is a pair of roller skates. Can you guys see that? It's a pair of roller skates. Isn't that cool? And here is a roller skate pendant. And it is sterling silver. I don't know if you guys will be able to read that or not. But yeah, it says sterling on the back of it. Can you see that? Probably not. And then this bullet, which it says BOW. I have no clue what that stands for, but it's a bullet. And these were all in that bag. Then I found, now this has a price tag, but that's not what she charged me. Found this PSP movie still in the box that we'll put in my husband's booth. Probably get $4 or $5 out of it. My husband is a big Jimi Hendrix fan, so got him that. Let's see if he even looked to see. Yeah, it does have it in there. And it's in fairly good shape. But, yep, he picked this up, wanted that. Got this for the flea market booth. It's brand new. It hasn't been opened, and it's got the cartridge in it. We thought about eBay until we got to looking, and this plastic casing, we have no clue how it got broke because it's never been opened. But we will put this in the booth for $3 or $4. I got this unopened box of heavyweight sheet protectors from Avery. And I got this brand new, see, it's still got its plastic. Oh, hi everyone. Yeah. Still got the plastic on it, clipboard. So, yep, that does it for my weekend. What would you call it? Swap meet rummage sale type stuff this week. Didn't do a whole lot of anything yesterday because I had to work Friday night, and we went to these sales, and then we went and picked up my daughter's car, which she was ecstatic. Her and my husband went out driving a little bit yesterday evening because, of course, the car needed gas. They don't give a free tank of gas anymore. But we didn't get it from a traditional dealership. We got it from just a man who has like a dealership type thing. But, and he buys all of his used cars at auctions. And we've went to him before. We trust him. He's a really good guy. So yeah, we've not had any issues with vehicles we've ever bought from him. My husband usually buys vehicles from him. It's been so long since I went car shopping 13 years ago for my Jeep. Kept it for, oh boy, 12 of those 13. And then I went and bought my Challenger. But the guy we went to for my husband's truck and Twyla's car, he never would have had a Challenger there. So anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling. I just chit chat. just cannot be quiet, can I? Yeah. So anyhow, it finally quit raining. Yesterday, since Tuesday, was our first full day without rain. Woohoo! And I'm hoping today will be the same. No rain. Just let things kind of dry out a little bit. Yeah. Because I'll tell you what, it hasn't gotten really hot here. Where I'm at right now. It hasn't gotten really hot. We haven't had to turn on any air conditioning. Now we do have some fans going, like our ceiling fan and a room fan, oscillating fan, just to keep the air moving. But we haven't had to turn on any air. But I'll tell you what, it gets much hotter and it keeps raining like this. The humidity is going to be crazy. So we're going to have to turn on the air conditioning for that. And I don't want to turn on the air. I like having my windows open for as long as I can. Like my air to get a good breathing, for in the springtime. And then I like it in the fall when we turn off the air and have a couple of weeks without the heater on, where we can just open up the windows and let the air flow through the house. But I guess in Kansas, my neighboring state, they had a pretty good tornado this week go through. I think it was Dodge City. I think, if I'm wrong, correct me, please. But yeah, in Dodge City, I don't think that's too far away from me. I've never been to Dodge City, but yeah, we had some pretty good storms come through here. But I heard on the radio on the way home from work that although they were still searching for people that were still missing during this tornado, miraculously enough, they had no reported injuries. Right. I know. Isn't that amazing? They had no reported injuries. But now I was listening to this the morning that it happened. So, maybe, by the afternoon, some injuries had been reported. And I never heard any more about the people that were missing. I don't know if it was someone who had said, "Hey, my mom's down there. I haven't been able to get a hold of her." I don't know if it was that type of missing people or if they were, otherwise. So I haven't heard. But anyway, yeah, that I thought that was pretty amazing that they still had not had any reported injuries. Now I'm sure that has changed. Someone probably did, come in later that day and, require some medical assistance of some sort. But I hadn't heard. So I'm going to quit rambling, okay? I'm going to shut up, and quit carrying on. And I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope your week coming up is wonderful. And I hope you guys found some good garage sales this weekend. You'll have to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys found, okay? And I guess that's it. So don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every one of you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.